In this video, in the next 15 to 20 minutes, we are going to have an overview of political theory. This is a paper for first semester, and we will be looking into these areas which are central to our understanding in the name of political theory. Over a period of time, we will be learning various concepts, ideas, and then we will be trying to connect these ideas, institutions, and values with the core idea of the political. So, before we go for an overview of this course on political theory, let's be clear, however, that it is impossible for anyone to cover everything of political theory in a course like this. So therefore, what we can do, keeping our objectives in view, is to take a look at those areas which are central to a political theory foundational course. And keeping these lines in mind, in this course, our focus will be mainly on two issues. The first one being political theory as an academic discipline, and the second, the idea of the political involving the state, power and authority, values, ideologies, and institutions. Our focus in this course will be mainly on select political values, political ideologies, and political institutions. However, before doing this, that means before having an overview of the political values, political institutions, and political ideologies, we will deal with the very idea of the political theory and the meaning of the political. What do we mean to say when we are uttering a word called the political? And we will be debating various aspects of the political questions like, is there any single meaning of the term political, and similar type of questions. Some of the important issues concerning political theory include nature, evolution, scope, and its significance. We will try to highlight the central themes of debates on the idea of political theory from normative and empirical perspective. While trying to ground the meaning of the political, we will take a critical look at the idea of the state and the theories of its origin, including the divine origin, social contract, and evolution theory. We will address the question concerning the changing nature of the sovereign state, which is an important issue in political theory. In the background of or in the context of globalization in a post-globalized world. To what extent the nature of sovereign state is getting transformed? Is it getting transformed or not? We will be investigating this issue also. Moreover, we will highlight the nature and scope of the ideas of power and authority. While dealing with the debates on political values, our focus will be on the ideas of liberty, equality, and justice. Scholars have been debating these political values from liberal, Marxist, and feminist perspectives. Apart from this, yet another issue which remains central to political theory is the question concerning political ideology. In fact, this is a huge debate. What sort of ideology or political regime is adhering to? We find a rich literature on some important political ideologies such as liberalism, nationalism, and multiculturalism. And of course, one of the important issues again in political theory is concerned with the question of political institutions. There have been serious attempts to understanding the nature, scope, and functions of political institutions such as legislature, executive, judiciary, political parties, pressure groups, and media. Our approach to understanding political theory, therefore, will involve the strategy of raising pertinent questions about various aspects, relevance, and significance of political values, political ideologies, and political institutions. The structure of the course is based on Moodle sessions, in which each session is supposed to be an interactive process of learning, which will involve some central questions surrounding some important points of the topics at hand. Again, we need to remember that there is a close relationship between political values, political ideologies, and political institutions. So, to begin with, the political values of liberty, equality, and justice are foundational to any political or ideological framework of political institutions and their function. And this is where the close relationship between political ideology and political institutions is established. It is not possible, therefore, the advocates of liberalism, Marxism, or feminism to think of building political institutions which are devoid of political values such as liberty, equality, and justice. To say it differently, be it liberalism, Marxism, or feminism, none of these isms can avoid or can ignore the ideas or the values called liberty, equality, and justice. We have the uneasy relationship between the individual, group, and society, and it has always been an area of investigation for political theorists. Be it the question of individual liberty, equality, or justice, there has been a dilemma of group behavior when it comes to the question of distribution of rewards and burdens. The nature and scope of individual liberty has been in conflict with the nature and scope of equality. It will be therefore interesting to see as to what extent the idea of justice can be of help in reducing the tension between equality and liberty. We will also find that there is a complementary relationship between liberty and equality. Eventually, we will come to know during the sessions as to how and why the various theoretical perspectives about justice give rise to different political ideologies. One can hardly avoid the question concerning the scope of liberty, equality, and justice while dealing with the central themes of political ideologies such as liberalism, nationalism, or multiculturalism. In fact, these are the three ideologies to which we will be returning again and again during this semester. Let's keep one more thing in mind, that political ideology is action oriented, and that political institutions are made and unmade by the ways in which these action programs are actualized. The relationship between ideas and consequent actions is one of the most interesting areas of political theory. Over a period of this semester, we will learn to make sense of ways in which different ideologies could be grounded in different political institutional framework. While dealing with the political institutions such as legislature, executive, and judiciary, we will learn to differentiate their nature and scope on the basis of understanding of the political values of liberty, equality, and justice. So we find a close relationship between political values, political ideologies, and political institutions, in which one of the most important issues is centrality of the state in the entire process of politics. And it still remains the most important issue of political theory. Keeping in view the importance of the state in political theory, scholars such as Cato and Garner have gone to the extent of claiming that this, there is nothing left in the science of the political without the idea of the state. However, we will also find that the claims concerning the centrality of the concept of the state have been subjected to critical investigation. And the resultant understanding is that some exponents of the behavioral approach in political science have even suggested abandoning abandoning the concept of the state altogether. What is their main objection? Why they want to abandon the concept of the state? The main objection is that this concept does not help in understanding political reality or the political process because the term state refers to a formal concept, while real politics transcends the formal organization of the state. And second objection is that the state is usually conceived in terms of the ends of the state, which drags us to the realm of moral philosophy, and that is far removed from the real world of politics. Third reason for rejecting the idea of the state as central concept is that the concept of the state postulates a particular type of organization which excludes top organizations of certain societies, whether it is real or imaginary, and thus introduces the idea of pre state societies and stateless societies. This leads to the assumption that political organization is not a universal phenomenon. Therefore, it will be interesting to analyze the factors which determine the nature and scope of the state. Let's not forget that a political institution is a result of people's political behavior, which is one of the most important dimensions of political theory. And the most important dimension of political behavior here is group action. Keeping the importance of group action in view, therefore, it will be interesting to observe the role and influence of political parties, pressure groups, and media and the process revolving around the state. So, this is an overview of what we are going to do over a period of this semester. There will be a lot of quizzes, a lot of group discussions, and hopefully, we will be enjoying our time together. Keep this overview in mind for immediate reference.